afternoon. I'm here today at Marietta's Sewing Quilt in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Marietta was kind enough to allow us to come in and videotape, and she's here at a new location, and it's great. It's a really great space, so come down and see her. I'm also here with the blank sales manager, Cliff Garfinkel, and we're going to show the March 2015 release, of which there are 7 brand new lines for blank quilting. So here we go with the first one. The first one's called Stitch in Time. This is kind of like an old-fashioned quilting line.
Yes, yeah.
And we have our sewing machines, our measuring tape, little zippers, the dress forms, some bobbers and weavers, buttons.
Colors, yeah.
And of course, on all of our projects, we have on all of our lines, we have free projects. This line ships in September. There's 14 SKUs. We have a quilt, and then this one's interesting. It's a tote bag and a pressing board. So you could press your fabrics right on there, and it doesn't require too many different fabrics.
And the tote.
And the tote, right. This line ships in September of 2015, and you could, if you buy the whole collection, you could get 12 or 15 yard cuts. Okay. That's the first one. The second line we have is Crystalline. This is by Mark Korzinski. Mark's first line was Rock Candy for blank. And what's interesting about this, it has a lacquer finish, which is kind of a takeoff metallic, but it's actually lacquer. So these are actual samples, and we have 8 colors. These ship in April. These are only going to be in 15-yard cuts. So we have sand color, copper, onyx, cocoa, sky, pewter, rose, and snow.
It's been an excellent landscape vehicle. The lighter shade, the alabaster, and the black or the onyx has been a very popular seller, and it's a great embroidery fabric as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Is this something that do you sell metallics and lacquer?
I have some of these. Well, I think the other one that you had.
The Rock Candy?
Rock Candy, yeah,
Okay.
we have that. Yeah, yeah, and it's done well.
Okay, so this is Crystalline by Mark Korzinski.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Farce Friends by Dina Donovan. And this is a more cartoon-like wildlife or hand-drawn wildlife scenic. I showed this to some customers. They love this little raccoon. And then you have these little hedgehogs that are kind of blending in. It almost looks like the ground. You have your owls, foxes, and some mushrooms and little trees. So then here with this one, we have a quilt project. There's 2 different versions, and this line ships in September. There are 11 SKUs, and if you buy the whole collection, you could get 12-yard cuts or 15-yard cuts. Okay. Thank you. Next up, we have Fun with Friends. And this line really is a lot of fun. It's bright and cheerful, and they have these cute little alligators that everyone's liking very much. And I've been told that it matches some college teams, so people like that as well. And of course, we have a little dot. This line ships in October. It's 13 SKUs, and of course, same like the other lines. You could get 12 or 15-yard cuts if you buy the whole collection.
The alligators have been a very popular piece. Yeah.
And then here you go on the project. So we have a quilt project and 2 color stories, and then we have a little knapsack, which the kids will love.
It's nice to have something else besides quilts.
Right.
You know.
We've been trying to mix it up a little because it's just so many quilts. So of course these are all free projects. These are on our website at www.blankquilting.com. They're free. You could send them to yourself, you could send them to a friend, you could send them to your customers, whatever the case is. So next up we have Luminosity. And I think this is more in line with the old blank, what they used to do where the lines would have 2 color stories and they'd be different. Typically our other companies, when we do lines like this, the colors typically blend and they match together. So what we did here is we made 2 separate cards, and how we're working this, if you buy all of them, you could get 10-yard cuts. If you buy this whole card or this whole card, you could get 12 or 15-yard cuts. So of course we'd love everyone to buy all 24 SKUs, and it would be 240 yards. So you know, it's really a fun line, and the color stories really are quite different. This is more of a neutral
I like this though.
Yeah, it's.
I'm always inclined to go to this,
Yes.
but I really like this.
This is more fun and bright with the kids, and these are more muted and mellow. Those colors, a little teardrop if you're doing it.
I like it.
Okay, and then let's see the projects. Well, the project looks a little mushy on the back because it's a lot packed into a small space, but I'm sure it will look better when Marietta finishes it and puts it up on the wall.
Oh, yeah. That would be neat. Yeah.
All right, so that is Luminosity. That's October. Next we have Marseille. So we've been seeing a lot of hot pink with black and gray. Black and gray continue to be very strong. Marseille ships in October. This is 12 SKUs. It could be purchased in 12 or 15 yard cuts. It could be fashion, apparel, things like that. Or just someone who's looking for that really hot pink. And then we have a really nice quilt, and we did some bags.
Yes.
A little tote bag. Heidi Pridemore did this project and many of the other ones. I didn't mention anyone by name, but sorry. So that's Marseille. And then last but not least, we have Snowscapes. Snowscapes ships in August. It's 11 SKUs. This is a more realistic outdoor wildlife. This was hand painted by a gentleman, by a person in New York. And we're gonna have a new line that's gonna have a lot of these nature, like we're gonna do rocks and landscapes and things like that. That'll be at the May Quilt Market. We have the bark, which is existing in the wood color, and then we're adding gray. It always does very nicely. And people were really excited to have deers that were all alone for the people that we have shown.
Right, and the spotted owl.
Yeah, and the spotted owl, and we tossed it so it's non-directional,
Right.
which is nice
Good.
for
That's good.
quilters. And of course, 2 quilts. So you have a row quilt,
Yeah.
and these were designed by Heidi Pridemore. So that's really it. I wanted to thank Marietta for hosting us here, and thank Cliff for being here with me. And if you have any questions, please contact us. Please check out our website. Please watch our videos. Please check out our blogs. Friend us on Facebook. Tweet us. Instagram us. Pinterest us. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Stay warm.